You need to hear this if you're a history buff. The story of Robert Mugabe is one of the most compelling and complex tales in modern African history. Robert Mugabe's journey from a liberation hero to an autocratic ruler is a must-know tale. His life encapsulates the hopes, struggles, and eventual disillusionment of a nation. Born in 1924 in Kutama, Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe's early life was marked by education and teaching. He was a bright student, attending mission schools and later becoming a teacher himself. But the winds of change blew strong, and Mugabe soon joined the Zimbabwean liberation movement. His passion for education and justice led him to become deeply involved in the fight against colonial rule. Rising to prominence in the 1960s, Mugabe led the Zimbabwe African National Union, fighting against British colonial rule. His leadership was marked by a fierce determination to achieve independence for his country. Fast forward to 1980, Zimbabwe gains independence and Mugabe becomes its first prime minister. This was a moment of great hope and optimism for the nation. In 1987, he transitions to president, a role he holds until 2017. During this time, Mugabe's leadership style began to change, reflecting the complexities and challenges of governing a newly independent nation. Initially, Mugabe was hailed as a liberation hero, advocating for national sovereignty, anti-colonialism, and land reform. His early speeches were filled with promises of a brighter future for Zimbabwe. "Zimbabwe will never be a colony again," he famously declared. These words resonated deeply with a population eager to break free from the shackles of colonialism. Yet his policies, especially land redistribution, led to economic decline and hyperinflation. The land reforms, intended to redress historical injustices, resulted in widespread economic chaos. The once thriving agricultural sector collapsed, leading to food shortages and a plummeting economy. Hyperinflation reached unprecedented levels, and the Zimbabwean dollar became virtually worthless. Mugabe's rule turned increasingly autocratic, marred by human rights abuses, political repression, and electoral fraud. His government was accused of silencing opposition voices and using violence to maintain power. His later years were a stark contrast to his early promises of independence and justice. The dream of a free and prosperous Zimbabwe seemed to fade as Mugabe clung to power. In 2017, a military coup forced Mugabe to resign, ending his controversial tenure. This marked the end of an era, but the impact of his rule continues to be felt in Zimbabwe and beyond. Mugabe's legacy is a complex blend of initial admiration and subsequent criticism, making him one of Africa's most debated leaders. His story is a powerful reminder of how leadership can evolve and impact a nation's destiny. From liberation hero to autocratic ruler, Robert Mugabe's story is a powerful reminder of how leadership can evolve and impact a nation's destiny. His life serves as a case study in the complexities of post-colonial governance. Mugabe's early years were filled with promise and hope. He was seen as a beacon of change, a leader who would guide Zimbabwe to a prosperous future. However, the realities of governance and the challenges of maintaining power led to a dramatic shift in his leadership style. The land reforms, while well-intentioned, were poorly executed, leading to widespread economic hardship. The agricultural sector, once the backbone of Zimbabwe's economy, was decimated, and the country faced severe food shortages. As the economy worsened, Mugabe's government became increasingly repressive. Political opponents were silenced, and elections were marred by violence and fraud. The dream of a democratic and prosperous Zimbabwe seemed to slip further away. Despite the challenges, Mugabe remained a symbol of resistance against colonialism for many. His early achievements in education and healthcare were significant, and his role in the liberation struggle cannot be overlooked. In the end, Mugabe's legacy is a complex one. He is remembered both as a hero of the liberation struggle and as a leader whose policies led to economic ruin and political repression. His story is a testament to the complexities of leadership and the challenges of post-colonial governance. Like and subscribe for more historical deep dives.
Like and subscribe to know more.